Hello everyone, welcome to Pragyanam. I am Dr. PPZ and today we are going to learn about the life cycle of stars. Stars are like living beings. They are born, they live, and eventually they die. In this video, we will explore the fascinating journey of a star from its birth in a cloud of gas to its final moments as a white dwarf, neutron star, or even a black hole. Stars begin their life in giant clouds of gas and dust known as nebulae. These clouds are cold and dense, and over time, gravity pulls the material together to form a small hot object called a protostar. As more material falls onto the protostar, its temperature and pressure rise. Eventually, the conditions in the core become extreme enough for nuclear fusion to begin. This is when hydrogen atoms start fusing into helium, releasing a tremendous amount of energy. At this point, the star is officially born and begins to shine. Once a star is born, it enters the longest phase of its life, known as the main sequence. During this period, the star steadily burns hydrogen in its core, producing energy that balances the force of gravity trying to collapse the star. This phase can last for millions or even billions of years, depending on the star's mass. For example, our Sun is a main sequence star and has been in this phase for about 4.6 billion years. Let me show you a video that illustrates the evolution of a low mass star on the Hertzsprung-Russel diagram, which is a tool astronomers use to track the life stages of stars. As you can see, the star remains stable during the main sequence, but as it ages, its position on the HR diagram slowly changes. The next phase is known as the red giant phase. When a star exhausts the hydrogen in its core, it can no longer sustain nuclear fusion at the same rate. The core contracts, the outer layers expand, turning the star into a red giant. During this phase, the star becomes much larger and cooler on the surface, but its core continues to shrink and heat up. This phase is shorter than the main sequence, but still lasts millions of years. Now we come to the death of a star. For low mass stars like our Sun, the red giant phase is followed by the shedding of its outer layers, creating a beautiful shell of gas called a planetary nebula. The core that remains becomes a white dwarf, a small, dense object that slowly cools and fades away over time. However, for stars much more massive than the Sun, the end is far more dramatic. After burning through all the nuclear fuel, the core of a massive star collapses under gravity, causing a gigantic explosion called a supernova. This explosion is so powerful that it can outshine entire galaxies for a short time. What remains after the explosion can be either a neutron star or, if the star was massive enough, a black hole. Here is a video showing what can happen when two neutron stars, the dense remnants of supernovae, merge. These events are some of the most energetic in the universe and can even create heavy elements like gold and platinum.